Welcome to this edition of the Leaf Summit Rundown, where we highlight city news and services. I'm Laura Ingeman. On this episode, hear from Summit Waves and all the great amenities they have to offer you and your family this summer. Learn some ways to make your home safe and protect you and your neighbors against break-ins. Receive some tips on what should and shouldn't be going in the city's drain system. And finally, meet Councilmember Shields and hear about her goals while serving on City Council. Let's get to it. I think we can all agree it's pretty hot outside. Let's make a splash at Summit Waves and hear about all their amazing amenities for you and your family to enjoy this season.
We have the second largest action river in the metro area. We also have two water slides. One is a tube slide, so you go down an inner tube. The other one is a body slide. We also have two diving boards and a swimming area. We have a kids play area with water features. And then the latest addition, which opened up 2 years ago, is our wave pool. And it has been hugely popular. I will tell you, there's only 2 wave pools in the Kansas City metro area, and it is very popular and people love to congregate around it. There are 2 types of tickets you can purchase at Summit Waves. You can buy a season pass or you can buy a single visit pass. All single visit passes have to be purchased online. You can do that prior to coming to Summit Waves, or you can do that when you get to Summit Waves, where you can scan a QR code out in our lobby area and then you can purchase your pass at that time. Season passes can be purchased online, or you can purchase them at the front gate at Summit Waves. Season pass costs $85 discounted resident rate, and $100 is our regular rate. And then our single visit passes are $9 for the resident discounted rate and $12 for the regular rate. So the hours of operation, we try to keep them simple so people can remember. So we are open Monday through Friday from noon to 7 p.m. And Saturdays and Sundays we are open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. If we have a holiday like Memorial Day coming up or 4th of July, we also will be open at that earlier time, 11 to 7. We'll have a number of special events. We have family fun nights that will occur throughout the season. They will be on Monday evenings. And then the last special event we have is actually the very last event that we have at the pool, and that is our Pooch Paddle, which will take place on Wednesday, August 24th. If you want to have a great day at Summit Waves, I say take care of the basics, right? Bring your sunscreen, bring your towels, and they might not think about this, but you might want to bring some type of water shoe because when it gets hot, there is some concrete out there. You may want to be able to transition throughout the water park, and it's a little more comfortable if you have shoes on. But I'd say bring the basics, you're gonna have a great time. If you forget something, the good news is we have a pro shop, and we have all those basics that you might need to make your day a wonderful experience at Summit Waves.
Have you ever wondered where your grass clippings go after mowing your lawn? Or better yet, what should or shouldn't be going down the outdoor drain? Public Works has those answers and more.
All of the city's storm system end up either in a creek or a lake. We have 5 or 6 lakes in the city. We have numerous creeks in the city. All of that is open conveyance, which means there is no treatment. If it goes into the curb inlet, it will end up in a creek or a stream or a lake with 0 treatment. Things that people don't know they should not put down the storm sewer system. Grass clippings. We cannot be blowing grass clippings off of your lawn into the street, from the street into the storm inlet. Yard waste, leaves, trash, washing your car. If you have a commercial vehicle, the city by code requires that you wash your commercial vehicle at a commercial car wash. If you're washing your car in your driveway, your personal vehicle, you can wash your car in your driveway by code. Keep in mind though, that all of the soaps, the detergents, everything you use, the waxes on your car will discharge down into the storm sewer. So we would recommend that you use an actual car wash to just get all of that captured properly, and it will then be discharged and managed properly, as opposed to potentially impacting the streams that are nearby. 4th of July comes along, people shoot off their fireworks, they leave them at the edge of their driveway, which is a good place temporarily, let them cool down. But at the end of that, they do not belong in the street to get washed down the street, swept down the street into the storm system. If you don't want to swim in a lake full of trash, we don't recommend you discard your trash that way.
I'm I'm sure we all have a routine when it comes to shutting down our home before bed and before we go on vacation. But the Lee Summit Police Department says you can never be too careful and offers some tips for you and your neighbors to stay safe and protected against home break-ins.
When you protect your house, you're providing a safe and secure environment for the entire street and the entire neighborhood. Heading into the summer months here in 2022, we just want everybody in the city to remain safe and secure. If you see something, say something. It's always a good rule of thumb. Putting cameras on the exterior of your home, making sure you have exterior lighting. A good rule of thumb that we always try to tell folks is if you have an exterior door, you should have a light above it. We want your numbers to be illuminated. If they're not illuminated, we need them to be reflective. Our officers are responding to calls at all times of the day and night. So at night, if they can't see your numbers, we can't come and help you. So we need to either have those numbers illuminated or reflective. Try to keep our shrubbery trimmed. If you can remove vehicles from the driveways, put them indoors, it's always beneficial. If you can't, just make sure your personal items are removed and the cars are locked at the end of the night before you go to sleep. Technology is our friend. They have the remote locks now that you can punch in a number, so you don't always have to have a key, which comes in handy. They have the garage door openers now that can notify you if your garage door is open for a certain period of time. They have cameras, obviously, that are a big friend of ours, and it just gives you some peace of mind if someone's on your property, or if you're away from your home. You can always check your property to see if anyone's on the property. It also, technology allows us, the law enforcement, if a crime does occur in a neighborhood, it allows us to maybe get an identification of the car that was fleeing the neighborhood. We have a extra patrol request. Okay, so what you can do is if you're leaving the neighborhood, or if let's say you're leaving for vacation, we have an extra patrol request that you can submit through our police department that allows the officers working that district or on that day shift or evening shift to know that this said house, the occupants of it are gone for an extended period of time, and we can also list the days and times that you're going to be gone. They could contact dispatch, right, with that number, that 816-969-7390, and say, I would like an officer to come over to my house. I have some information to give them that I'm going to be leaving on vacation, and I'd like extra patrol. Leaving a light on while you're leaving on vacation, or even during the evening hours, maybe even if you're out to dinner. There's a lot of smart light bulbs that they have out there that you can turn on and off at your leisure. You can set that time in your own phone on the app that it turns on maybe periodically throughout the evening. So if someone is driving by, they see a light on. We always like to say, make sure your signs are out that you have home security, or I tell people all the time, put beware of dog signs out on your fence line. Criminals do not want any type of contact, be it a dog, an alarm, or an individual specifically. They want to get in and out quietly. Even if you don't have a dog, put a beware of dog sign on your fence.
For this episode's Councilmember Spotlight, we caught up with Councilmember Hillary Shields and got a little peek into her daily life and learned about her goals while serving on City Council.
I really love living in our historic downtown. I walk my dog around the shops, take her for, they do pub cups at Poppy's, so you can get ice cream with a little dog biscuit in it, which is her favorite thing in the world. My neighbors, we have block parties together. I really like how welcoming and how vibrant it is. It's an amazing place to live. Lee Summit's a really great community. I love living here, and I just wanted to try to find a way to give back, look out for my neighbors, for the community. I've always tried to be involved. Before serving on City Council, I used to volunteer with AFS, which is an organization that hosts foreign exchange students. So my husband and I have hosted kids from around the world, and then also volunteered with local families and schools. In my professional life, I'm a paralegal, and then in my personal life, I enjoy reading, sewing. I'm a quilter, so I just finished a log cabin quilt that I'm going to send to my aunt out in DC. I can't claim any of our council accomplishments for myself. This is always a team effort, but I am really excited about the farmers market and event space that we have coming in. It's still in the design phases, but I think it's going to be a really beautiful space, and it's going to really continue keeping our downtown thriving. It's been in progress for a long time, but I think that people are going to really love it when it's done. I think one of my top priorities is going to be attainable housing. That, for example, I've been trying to find a place for my mom in Lee Summit. And it's really challenging finding something that really works for a retiree who doesn't have a huge budget. Just trying to make it more attainable for people no matter where they're at in their lives to be a part of our community. Community is what we make it. Everybody should get involved in whatever way they can, whether that's just voting or whether it's joining a board or a commission or even running for office. What do they say? The world is run by those who show up. So get involved however you can and make a difference in the community.
Thanks for watching this edition of the Lee Summit Rundown. See you next time.